Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime Review. Samsung's high-end smartphones have managed to impress us with their performance in recent times. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the mid-range handsets from the company, which have been unable to match the competition in their respective price bands. One of the reasons has been the entry of new Chinese vendors who are offering better features at each price level. For Samsung, the arrival of the Galaxy J series was a turning point. According to an IDC data released in August, the Galaxy J series has been received well in the Indian market and has driven a large proportion of Samsung's smartphone shipments in Q2 2016. Samsung has launched a number of smartphones in this series in the last quarter, including the Galaxy J2, 2016, Galaxy J3, 6, Galaxy J5, 2016, and Galaxy J7, 2016. Capitalizing their popularity, the company also recently launched the Galaxy J5 Prime and Galaxy J7 Prime smartphones. Of the two, we received the Galaxy J7 Prime for review. The new Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime features a metal body, supports 4G, packs a large battery, and has a fingerprint scanner. The company is also heavily marketing India-specific smart features called S-Power Planning, S-Bike Mode and S-Secure, which have been developed by its R&D centers in India. In our first impressions, the Galaxy J7 Prime looked like a solid competitor in its price segment, but will it be able to live up to our expectations? Let's find out in our full review. Samsung users have been complaining for years about the lack of variety in designs across the Galaxy range. The South Korean company has made a few changes in terms of design in the premium segment, though its budget and mid-range models largely still bear the same old Samsung styling. The Galaxy J7 Prime is also part of that same crowd. It sports a physical home button just below the display, with capacitive recents and back buttons placed on either side. With the addition of metal rear panel, the new J7 Prime looks solidly built, and its rounded sides make it easier to hold the device. At 8mm, the Galaxy J7 Prime is slightly thick, though it feels light for a 5.5-inch phone at 167 grams. The 3.5mm audio jack and micro USB port are on the bottom. A Samsung logo is embossed above the phone's display, plus there's more branding at the back. The metal body definitely gives this phone an edge over others in the same price range. There's also 2.5D Corning Gorilla Glass spread across the front, giving it a premium feel. With a screen size of 5.5 inches, the J7 Prime isn't ideal for one-handed use, and during our review period, we preferred using both our hands. The metal rear panel also made the handset slightly slippery, especially with sweaty hands. The power button is placed on the right and is accompanied by a single speaker grille. On the left you'll find the two distinct volume buttons as well as the SIM and microSD card slots. Samsung has emphasized that the J7 Prime features separate SIM and microSD card slots, which is an advantage over hybrid slots which force users to choose between using two SIMs or one SIM and a microSD card. The rear panel of the J7 Prime sports a minimalistic design and houses the primary camera accompanied by an LED flash. It's worth pointing out that the back panel isn't entirely metal, there are plasticky panels at the top and bottom, though the paint job gives them a metallic feel. The Galaxy J7 Prime's fingerprint scanner is embedded in the home button and was always easy to use. Fingerprint recognition was quick for unlocking the device. Double tapping the home button launches the camera instantaneously, and this even worked with the phone locked. The Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime features a 5.5-inch Full HD, 1080 by 1920 pixel display, which is quite bright and vivid with no legibility issues even under sunlight. Colors look good, and black levels are also decent. The 480 pixel density means that even text looks sharp. The J7 Prime is great for watching videos and games. The new Galaxy J7 Prime is powered by an octa-core Samsung Exynos 7870 processor clocked at 1.6 GHz coupled with 3 GB of RAM. There is 16 GB of inbuilt storage, while microSD cards of up to 256 GB are also supported. This dual SIM phone supports 2 nano SIMs with 4G connectivity on both, though only one can connect to 4G at a time. There's a 13-megapixel rear autofocus camera with f/1.9 aperture and an LED flash. There is also an 8-megapixel front-facing camera. The phone has a non-removable 3300 mAh battery. Connectivity options on the Galaxy J7 Prime include GPRS/Edge, 3G, Wi-Fi 802.11b/G/NAC, GPS, AGPS, Bluetooth, and GLONASS. Running Android 6.0 Marshmallow, the Galaxy J7 Prime comes with Samsung's own TouchWiz UI layered on top. Over the years, Samsung has worked on its TouchWiz UI and it is now much lighter than it used to be a few years ago. One of the biggest changes is the reduction in the amount of bloatware. Much like current high-end Samsung smartphones, the J7 Prime also comes preloaded with a number of Microsoft apps including Word, Excel, OneDrive, OneNote, PowerPoint, and Skype. The home screen also features a Google folder which includes Google apps such as Gmail, Chrome, Google Search, YouTube, Drive, Play Music, Play Movies and TV, Hangouts, and Photos. Apart from Google and Microsoft, the J7 Prime also comes with a folder packing a variety of Samsung apps including the phone's default Mail app and web browser, S-Health, Galaxy Apps, and S-Planner. On the software front, the biggest highlights of the Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime are the new S-Power Planning and S-Secure features. There is also an Ultra Data Saving mode and S-Bike mode, though both these features have been seen on previous models. During the India launch, Samsung's Manu Sharma, Vice President, Mobile's Business, had said that the new smart features were inspired by insights from the company's wide range of consumers and are Make for India innovations. S-Power Planning basically offers consumers 3 ways to get more out of the remaining battery life. The 3 options include reserve battery for calls, which allocates a certain percentage of the battery for calls and messages, extend battery time, which offers 3 power-saving levels to users to choose from, and forward calls, which as the name suggests, forwards calls to another number when the phone runs out of power. S-Power Planning is a different take by Samsung to extend battery life on the J7 Prime, compared to the usual Ultra Power Saving mode we've seen before. To compare, the Ultra Power Saving mode restricts use of apps on the handset and turns off mobile data when the screen is off. It also shuts off battery-hungry functions such as Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and GPS. There's also a way to limit the use of Wi-Fi and mobile data in the background. Another highlight feature of the software on the J7 Prime is the Secure folder, which focuses on security and privacy. The feature lets users lock and hide apps with a fingerprint. It's worth mentioning that in order to access the Secure folder feature, users will have to lock the device with a fingerprint. The Galaxy J7 Prime also offers what Samsung is calling Secure Wi-Fi, which encrypts data being transferred over public Wi-Fi hotspots. The S-Bike mode feature on the J7 Prime smartphone was earlier seen on the Galaxy J3, 6. It is based around the core idea that two-wheeler riders should not be distracted by incoming calls while on the road. Before starting on a journey, a user can enable the S-Bike mode from the Quick Settings menu. Once the mode is activated, callers will hear a pre-recorded message informing that the person they are trying to reach is currently riding. If the call is urgent, the caller can press 1 to pass it through, and only then will the phone ring to alert the rider. Even so, there's a motion lock feature which will prevent the user from picking up a call until he or she comes to a stop. For user convenience, Samsung has placed the S-Power Planning, S-Secure, Secure Wi-Fi, and S-Bike mode toggles in the Quick Settings panel by default. The Galaxy J7 Prime sports a 13-megapixel rear camera with a decently large f/1.9 aperture and an LED flash. The large aperture lets the handset capture more light per shot, resulting in detailed photos during the daytime. Most of the shots taken by the smartphone have good colors and are crisp. We noticed that the handset was able to lock focus quickly, which is an advantage.